Good morning, everyone. I'm excited to be here. So, I have the exciting privilege to honor the life of an extraordinary man who didn't just study epidemiology, he fundamentally redefined it. Dr. S. Leonard Syme, Lynn to all of us, was born on the 4th of July, 1932 in Manitoba, Canada. And he recently left us this past January of 2025, but his legacy is just beginning a new chapter. Pictured here in this book, Memoirs of a Useless Boy, he often referred to himself as useless. But what we all know is that he wasn't useless, but instead indispensable to the field of social epidemiology. Okay, perfect. All right, so Lynn's journey was that of an outlier. After earning his PhD in medical sociology from Yale in 1957, he spent over a decade with the Public Health Service and the National Institutes of Health. In 1968, he became the first sociologist ever hired by UC Berkeley School of Public Health. Imagine that, a sociologist in a world of clinicians and biostatisticians, the like. He was there to stay, serving as a professor for 25 years and then staying committed to the field and incredibly active as an emeritus faculty member for more than 3 decades. In fact, when I started at UC Berkeley, I didn't realize that he was in fact emeritus. During this time, he expanded the boundaries of what public health could be. So this S. Lynn Syme Social Epidemiology Award is meant to recognize the work that creates a whoa reaction. And this is something that Lynn said when an idea truly caught his attention. Has anyone in the audience ever gotten that whoa reaction? Okay, it's actually life-changing. So this award isn't just for senior scholars, it's open to all career levels. Because Lynn believed that inspiration could come from anywhere. In fact, I recall a time that a high school student once met with me and asked who inspired me. When I mentioned Lynn Syme, she had the audacity to say that she wanted to work with him instead. I smiled thinking it was unlikely, but months later, there she was interning with Lynn. He mentored across generations from high schoolers to international giants. So let's talk a little bit about this whoa. And what is the whoa? How can you have a whoa moment? So for Lynn, it started with the work of Emil Durkheim, but it was tested in the fire of the American Heart Association scientific sessions in the 1960s. He noticed then, during research, that men experiencing rapid social mobility had higher heart disease rates regardless of smoking and cholesterol levels. When he presented this at the meeting, the medical establishment was hostile. They called the inclusion of stress and culture shameful. They told him that he was muddying the waters and distracting people from the real factors that mattered for heart disease: smoking, cholesterol, and blood pressure. He was told he should stop, but Lynn didn't stop. He realized that if they were upset, then he must be on to something. That's a whoa moment. Lynn's mentorship produced the giants of our field. Sir Michael Marmot recalls a time that Lynn was teaching him to stop reasoning, doing this slow crawl from A to B to C. He said, start with E instead. That's the part that matters, and then explain how you got there. This philosophy guided scholars like Nancy Krieger in her work on structural racism and breast cancer, George Kaplan in his work on socioeconomic position and population health, and Lisa Berkman in her work on social networks and aging, just to name a few. They were all grounded in the rich soil of Lynn's inspiration. He often called himself a good picker. That's what he said. That's the secret. I'm a good picker. But he did so much more. He was like a gardener of the social epidemiology movement. And now more than ever, we need the work in the field to be bold. Sometimes the most important work is considered non-scientific or even un-American by the establishment of such bold and transformative ideas. We will embrace that work that makes people uncomfortable, just as Lynn did throughout his career, and we too will become good pickers. So finally, I want to give a heartfelt thanks to everyone who made this award possible, to Constance Wong, our Executive Associate Dean Jennifer Ahern, our Dean Michael Liu, and the advancement team at UC Berkeley. Also to all who donated during the Big Give to ensure that the legacy continues. And most importantly, to Karen, his daughter, and Lynn's entire family for allowing us to honor Lynn in this way. Let's carry forward to continue to make Lynn say, whoa. Thank you.